Good morning, children. Last class we learned about the laws of exponents. So today I will start exercise 1.6. This 1.6 basing on the laws of exponents. Now all of you open your classworks. Write down in your classworks, children, textbook page number 26, exercise 1.6. Copy down the first question, children. See 64 1 by 2. So 64 can be written as 8 square. Power is 1 by 2. See, if you are observing here, since the law is a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn, it means a to the power of 2 into 1 by 2. 2 and 2 will be cancelled. 8 power 1 is nothing but 8. Now see second question, children. 32 to the power of 1 by 5. 32 to the power of 1 by 5. So here 1 by 5 means fifth root of 32. Means 32 can be written as, take the prime factorization. So 2 16 times, 2 8 times, 2 4 times, 2 2 times, and then 2 1 time. 1 2 3 4 5. So 35 can be written as 2 power 5 whole power 1 by 5. Again, since the law is a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn, so 2 to the power of 5 into 1 by 5. So 5 and 5 will be cancelled. So 2 power 1 is equal to 2. Now say children, third question is homework for you. Now second question, first one. See, second question, first one. Now see children, find 9 to the power of 2 by 3. So 9 to the power of 3 by 2. Now see children, 9 can be written as 3 square to the power of 3 by 2, since the law is a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. So 3 to the power of 2 into 3 by 2. So 2 and 2 will be cancelled. 3 cube is equal to 27. See next one, 32 to the power of 2 by 5. So 32 to the power of 2 by 5. See children, already we discussed it in previous problem. 32 can be written as 2 power 5 by using prime factorization. So applicability of the same law, a power n whole power n is equal to a power mn. So 2 into 5 to the power of 2 by 5. So 5 and 5 will be cancelled. It becomes 2 square, which is equals to 4. Now see, third question is homework for you children. Now copy down the fourth one. Second question, fourth bit. Now see, second question, fourth bit. 125 to the power of minus 1 by 5. It means fifth root of 125. See again 125 can be written as by using prime factorization. 5 25 times, 5 5 times, 5 1 time. So it can be written as 5 cube to the power of minus 1 by 5. Sorry, minus 1 by 3. Now see children, same law, since the law is a power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. So 5 to the power of 3 into minus 1 by 3. So 3 and 3 will be cancelled. It becomes 5 to the power of minus 1. Again, since the law is a power minus n is equal to 1 by a power n. So it means 1 by 5. Now say children, third question, simplify. Copy down the first question children. So third question, simplify. See children, the first question is 2 to the power of 2 by 3 into 2 to the power of 1 by 5. So first one, 2 to the power of 2 by 3 into 2 to the power of 1 by 5. See children, if you are observing here, a power m into a power n, a power m plus n. So since the law is a power m into a power n, a power m plus n, it means 2 to the power of 2 by 3 plus 1 by 5. It means 2 to the power of, take the LCM of the denominators 15, 3 5 times 5 2s are 10 plus 5 3 times 3 1s are 3. Now 2 to the power of 13 by 15. Now see children, second one is homework for you. Now third question, copy down. So third question, third bit. What is the third bit? 11 to the power of 1 by 2 by 11 to the power of 1 by 4. So since the law is a power m by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. So 11 to the power of 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4. So 11 to the power of, take the LCM of the denominators is 4. 2 times 2 minus 1, which means 11 to the power of 1 by 4. Now see children, fourth question is homework for you. Now see chapter 1 completed now. Now today I will give a brief introduction about the chapter 2. Notes I will give on next class. Okay children, just you listen. Don't write the chapter 2 now. Just I am giving a small introduction to you, that is the polynomials. Now see children, chapter 2, polynomials. See children, about the algebraic identities, algebraic expressions, we have already learned in class 8. So in this class, we will be learning about some more algebraic identities and its zeros of the polynomials, and then how the identities are used. Now see, what is an algebraic expression? So an expression contains constants and variables with fundamental operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So is it algebraic expression 2x plus 5? So this is also an algebraic expression. Why? Because it contains a constants and variables with fundamental operation, that is addition. Now see, what is a term? A term includes a constant and variable 3x. So 3x is a term, minus 3x is a next minus 5y, that is also a term. See, an expression contains constants and variables with fundamental operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Now what are the kinds of the algebraic expressions? So there are four kinds of the algebraic expressions: monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomials. So monomial means an expression contain only one term is called monomial. The example is like this. Next, binomial. So an algebraic expression contains two terms, that is like this. Next, trinomial means an algebraic expression contains three terms. So this is trinomial. So polynomial means an algebraic expression contains more than one term, but the exponent of the variable should be a whole number. So let us take an example. 5x minus 3. So this is also a polynomial. Why? Because the exponent of the variable, here there is no exponent. That is, let us imagine that is 1. So this is also a polynomial. Suppose root x plus 1 by x. So root x can be written as x power 1 by 2. So x power 1 by 2 plus 1 by x can be written as x power minus 1. See, if you are observing here, the exponents of the variables are not a whole numbers. One is rational number, another one is integer. So it is not a polynomial. So next class we will discuss about the kinds of the polynomials. Thank you, children.